Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, well, we're looking at something maybe a bit unexpected. Your local barbershop. Our mission is really to get under the hood of this pretty surprising shift happening there, how artificial intelligence AI is kind of becoming the silent partner behind the chair.
Yeah, it really flips the script, doesn't it, on what we usually think of when we hear AI.
Yeah.
Reading through our source material, which is this really practical guide for barbershop owners, the big takeaway is, look, this tech isn't just for the huge tech companies anymore. It's actually affordable. It's accessible, designed to help streamline things, whether you're like a one-person operation or managing a whole busy team.
Exactly. I mean, running a barbershop, it's always been about the craft, the relationships, right? But the day-to-day logistics, they're getting really complex. Our sources, they really hammer home this point. You've got more competition, clients expect things instantly. So the basics like booking, marketing your shop, keeping clients coming back, it's a huge drain on time.
It is. It's that classic challenge in personal service industries. People want that connection, that familiar face, but they also want things fast and easy, like ordering groceries online. So AI is stepping into that gap. It lets the barber focus on, the cut itself, while the tech handles the back-end stuff, making sure service is top-notch, consistent, reliable. It's technology that supports the personal touch, not replaces it.
And this isn't just some future prediction. This is happening now. And here's where it gets really interesting context-wise. The National Federation of Independent Business says nearly 40%, 40, of small businesses generally are already using some kind of AI, managing operations, improving customer experience. I mean, that's a quiet revolution happening everywhere.
That 40% number, it tells you we're past the maybe this is useful stage. Small and medium businesses are realizing, hey, if I'm not using smart tools for the routine stuff, I can't keep up with those who are saving that time and money.
So our deep dive today, we're focusing on the three proven practical ways AI is helping barbershops grow and create those wow client moments, all based on this new guide. Let's kick off with what the sources call out as maybe the biggest headache for anyone managing appointments. Those last-minute cancellations and the no-shows.
Oh, yeah. Few things hurt daily revenue more than an empty chair you weren't expecting. You've got staff there, lights on, and suddenly 30 minutes of prime time just evaporates. So these AI scheduling tools, they're going way beyond just sending text reminders. It's kind of standard now. They're actually actively managing the calendar flow.
Okay, but hang on. For a small shop owner, maybe they're already juggling clippers, inventory, everything. Isn't setting up this intelligent system just another complicated thing to learn, more hassle than just doing it manually? What do the sources say about that? Is it easy to adopt?
That's a really important question. Because if it's too complex, nobody uses it, right?
Yeah.
The sources really stress that these modern AI booking tools, they're designed to be pretty much plug and play. They link right into the shop's website or booking app. The smart part works in the background. So for example, client cancels 20 minutes before their appointment. The system doesn't just note it down. It instantly scans the wait list. It prioritizes people nearby, maybe people who've taken short notice slots before, people wanting a service that fits that time.
So it's doing triage almost.
Yeah.
That immediate notification.
Yeah.
That's the real game changer then. You're saying instead of the owner scrambling, making calls, sending texts, the system just zaps a notification to a waitlisted person. Maybe a text or email with a click here to book link.
Precisely. That immediate action, it cuts downtime from maybe hours down to minutes, keeps the cash flowing. And think about it from the customer side. You're on the wait list, you get that text, hey, slot just opened in 15 minutes, want it? You feel well, special. Like you got priority access. That quick service turns what was an operational loss into a win for the customer. That's the wow.
Yeah, I can totally see how that smooths things out right away. And there's data on this, right? There was a Statista survey said something like 68% of small businesses saw fewer missed appointments after using these intelligent booking systems. That's a huge jump in efficiency. Translates to real money saved every year.
Absolutely. It just takes away that constant stress of chasing people, managing the calendar manually, lets the owner actually talk to the person in the chair, knowing the AI is basically watching the schedule like a hawk. So the practical takeaway, AI booking software isn't just organizing, it's actively protecting your time and your revenue.
Okay, so if the chairs are full, problem solved there. But what about getting the word out, keeping the brand visible? How does a busy barber, after standing on their feet all day, also manage to keep their Instagram looking fresh and engaging without spending their entire evening drafting posts? That social media upkeep is a real burnout trigger for many.
It totally is. Which brings us nicely to our second section, hands-off social media marketing. The sources really dig into how AI platforms can handle the heavy lifting of promotion, but crucially in a way that fits the shop's specific brand and vibe.
Okay, so I'm guessing that means things like generating posts automatically, maybe showing off new styles, promotions, good reviews, scheduling it all out.
That's the starting point, yeah. But the intelligent part goes deeper. The system isn't just throwing content out there. It's actually learning from what works. It looks at the data for every single post. Do pictures of sharp fades get more clicks than, say, longer styles? Do posts at 5 p.m. Tuesday work better than 10 a.m. Saturday? The AI figures out what visuals, what captions, what timing gets the best results, and then it tweaks future posts based on that learning.
But that raises a big question for me. Social media, it's meant to be about genuine connection, right? If a computer's writing the posts, doesn't that risk making the shop sound, I don't know, robotic, generic, fake?
That's the number one concern owners have, absolutely. And that's why the sources highlight this point from a consultant, Sarah Benson. Her argument is basically, look, AI tools maintain a consistent presence online, which then frees up the owner's time to focus on the quality of the actual service. So the AI handles the repetitive task of posting regularly, but the owner is focused on giving that great haircut, creating that welcoming atmosphere, which is where the authentic content comes from in the first place.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So the owner still provides the raw material, the great photo, the story behind it, but the AI takes care of optimizing it, packaging it, scheduling it, making sure it gets seen by the right people at the right time.
Exactly. Think about it like this. The AI could look at local school schedules and automatically push out back-to-school cut campaigns with relevant photos. Or maybe a new barber starts. The AI could track their first few clients, grab positive feedback, and quickly create a Meet Our New Stylist feature spotlighting those testimonials. It's automated, yes, but it's driven by real events and performance data, making it feel hyper-local and relevant.
Okay, let's unpack this third area, and I think this one has huge long-term potential for any service business, really. Client loyalty, retention. Getting new customers is hard work, but keeping the ones you have builds real value. So how does AI step in as this loyalty architect?
Yeah, this is where AI really shines in automating that personal touch. It takes over those little interactions that make people feel valued, things that historically the owner had to somehow remember for every single client. When they were last in, what style they liked, maybe their birthday. That's just impossible to scale manually. The system makes sure every client feels seen as an individual, not just, transaction number 347.
Give us some concrete examples. How personal can an automated system really get without needing the owner to spend hours feeding it information?
Well, the clever part is, it uses the data that's already there from booking and paying. Think about simple things first, like an immediate thank you message right after they pay, maybe with a little link asking for a review while the great experience is still fresh in their mind. Low effort, potentially big impact.
Right, but the real power seems to be in the timing, predicting that next visit.
Absolutely. The system learns your pattern. Let's say you come in for a tight fade every 4 weeks like clockwork. The AI picks up on that. So around day 28 or 30, you might get a personalized text. Something like, hey, looks like it might be time for your usual trim next week. We've held a spot for you on Thursday with Barber's name. Ooh, it might even pop in a small offer or, a timely happy birthday discount if it knows the date.
So the system's not just reacting, it's being proactive. It's anticipating what the client needs based on their history. Is there a line, though? Does it risk feeling a bit intrusive? Too much like Big Brother watching your haircut schedule? Did the sources touch on that?
That's a valid concern, but it seems to be managed by how relevant the message is. See, the difference between annoying spam and helpful AI follow-up is that context and timing. If the reminder is tailored specifically to your usual service and your usual timing, it doesn't feel creepy. It actually feels helpful. You probably were thinking you needed a cut soon anyway, so the reminder is welcome.
And that personalization, it really moves the needle. The guide mentioned research from the Harvard Business Review, showing businesses using these kinds of personalized follow-ups saw, a 20% increase in client return rates.
Yeah, 20%. Just from automating the timing and relevance of communication, that is a massive lever to pull for any business. The AI saves the owner time on boring admin, and it builds loyalty way better than some generic monthly email ever could. It's about working smarter, getting that efficiency paired with genuine client delight.
Okay, that brings us to wrapping this up. Let's synthesize this for you, our listeners. Based on the material we looked at, the practical path forward for barbershops, and honestly, probably any small business that relies on appointments, seems pretty clear.
Yeah, the takeaway is that embracing smart automation isn't optional anymore. It's key to thriving. So first, use those AI booking tools. Eliminate the empty slots, maximize your revenue, and deliver those instant wow moments when you fill a cancellation immediately.
Second, let AI handle the heavy lifting on social media. Keep your online presence consistent, fresh, and actually performing well without you spending hours on it. It frees you up to do the great work that actually creates the content people want to see.
And third, automate those personalized follow-ups. Don't sleep on that 20% retention boost. Make every client feel remembered and appreciated. It builds loyalty like nothing else.
And if we zoom out, connect this to the bigger picture, AI is really leveling the playing field. It's allowing even the smallest barbershop to offer that amazing personal service everyone loves, but backed by the kind of smart, predictive tech that modern business really needs. Investing in these tools, especially the user-friendly ones, means more bookings, happier clients, and, frankly, way less stress for the owner.
And, thinking about that huge impact of personalized follow-ups, the 20% jump in return clients, it raises a really interesting question for you to consider. What other kinds of businesses, ones built on relationships and appointments, could see similar massive growth just by getting smarter about automating the timing of showing appreciation? Think beyond barbers, maybe massage therapists, certain medical specialists, independent consultants, even like your local auto repair shop. Where are those gaps in proactive follow-up right now that AI could easily fill?
That's a question with relevance far beyond the barbershop for sure. Something to mull over. Thanks for diving deep with us today.